Hello, remember to thyself be true and to thy finances be true. In the second week of March, this is how my spending went. So I got a refund from my brother because he borrowed 200 Rand. So I got a refund of 200 Rand. And then my baby, I invested 500 Rand. Frank, I invested 100 Rand. Tax-free savings account, I invested 500 Rand. And then I transferred money from my Dubai savings account, 6,000. And then I paid 1,000 Rand for the whole train. And then I used Bolt for 29 Rand, used Taxi 10 Rand, used Bolt 29 Rand, and then used Bolt again 66 Rand. And then the life cover debited 376 Rand 67 cent. Then I bought food at Checkers for 2,341 Rand 3 cents. And then I bought food at Food Zone for 25 Rand. And then I gave my cousin 250. Then I paid for toll gate 29 Rand. Then I put petrol in the car for 500 Rand. Then I paid for toll gate 29 Rand. Then I saved 1 Rand and I saved for Dubai 2.5 because I initially transferred out. And then I paid toll gate for 14 Rand. I bought food at Yasmin for 541 Rand. I bought meat at Checkers for 308 Rand 22 cents. Food for 62 Rand 17 cents at Checkers. Then there was a Capitec roundup of 1 Rand. And then Clicks, I bought household items for 199 Rand. And then Steers, I bought food for 249 Rand 50. So initially, my goal for the week was to invest the money I budgeted. And in terms of my investment, the goal is to invest the money that I initially budgeted. So transport, the budget is 3,564 Rand. So when it comes to my investment, I invested exactly 1,100 Rand. And then transport, I used an amount of 1,706. And then insurance is exactly 376.67 of the life cover. And then for food, I spent exactly 3,526 Rand 92, which is a bit more, slightly in the sense. So it's 3,526.92. And then giving, it was an amount of 250 that I gave. Household, I spent an amount of 199, which is slightly less. And then when it comes to my savings, I saved an amount of 2,502. So the total amount that I saved this week was an amount of 2,502 Rand. And then the amount that I spent this week is an amount of 1,706 plus 376.67 plus 3,526.92 plus 250 plus 199. So I spent an amount of 6,058 Rand 59 cents. So savings, I'm just going to add investments also to the savings. So it has to be 1,100 plus 2,502. So it's an amount of 3,602. That's what it is there. Impulse purchases for the week, amounted to the following: 199 plus 249.5. So impulse purchases for the week amounted to 448 rand 50. Unexpected expenses for the week amounted to 14 plus 66, which is an amount of 80 rand. And then I only spent 10 rand in cash this week. No mobile payments, no credit card. In terms of my debit card, I spent an amount of 6,048 rand 59 cents, and then transaction charges were none. So what I overspent on this week is just food, and then unexpected expenses was Bolt, because I forgot my other phone, so I had to download from my other phone. And it was Bolt because I had to take it going back home because it was raining, so I didn't use a taxi that day. I had to use Bolt going from the office park to the Gautrain station. And also another thing is the toll gate. I didn't plan on using that route, but I ended up just using that route. Impulse purchases was household items that I bought at Clicks, and then steers, eating out. What I want to improve on next week is to stick to my grocery budget that I had planned. Let's fill in the monthly review for the second week of March. So in terms of household, I spent 199. Food, I spent 3526.92, and then miscellaneous, nothing. Transport, 1,706 rand, and then savings and investments, it's 1,100 plus 2502 3602, so it's 3602. Clothing, insurance, beauty is 376.67, and then baby and giving, I spent just 250, and then entertainment, personal, and education is none. So let's see if I've accounted for everything for this week. So it's 199 plus 3526.92 plus 1706 plus 3602.02 plus 376.67 plus 250, so it's an amount of 9660.59. To that, let's deduct the transactions. To this amount, let's deduct what I spent this week, 6058.59, and what I saved and invested, 3602. It's 0. So I've accounted for everything. Until next time, remember, to thyself be true, and to thy finances be true.